Memories of battles won and lost echo throughout that desert outpost. As fallen combatants vanished into the sand, so too did their technology. Now an ancient rivalry comes to a head in a race to loot, pillage, and plunder. Here, on Mountainside Tabletop.
Another day, another battle report. I keep going like this when I say something. We're back, and we threw it to the patrons one more time to pick our matchup, and they chose our favorite teams to face off.
Yeah.
Hearthkyn Salvagers versus the Voidscarred Corsairs. At this point, I don't even have to say leave it in. We know we're leaving it in.
Yeah, of course.
If you saw our recent video where we go through all the teams and we had a tier list of how fun each team is, these are our two favorite teams.
Yeah.
And I think we're both chuffed to be playing them.
Proper chuffed.
Proper
mate.
chuffed. I'm chuffed to bits, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think we all think that there's no more teams coming in this edition of Kill Team, so it's kind of fun to look back, pick our two favorites, and smash them into each other.
Okay, so I've got the same list as last time. Actually, I have every option, but this is the best option, I think, versus a lot of teams. Corsairs is no different. I think I'm going to be slaying people left and right with this 8 damage breakpoint.
Yeah.
Lots of 3-5 plasma knives are going to do work. For equipment, I've given everybody that doesn't have a good melee weapon already a plasma knife. Then I had 1 EP left over, and I gave an auto calibrator to my leader.
The plasma knives were great when I was playing Hand of the Archon, because I could, count on saving one of the 8 wounds with a Feel No Pain. I don't have that luxury today, and that math really hurts going into the Corsairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my biggest fear here is probably this Grenadier. That one kind of short-range blow-up thing is a nightmare, clearly. But also he's got a plasma knife, so I can't even reliably kill him in melee. I think if I go toe-to-toe with him with one of my, melee specialists, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
So, I gotta just watch out for his threat range. I know that there's some ploys that let you do, free shooting actions and stuff, and free mission actions, and, all sorts of nonsense like that. I don't know what they are, but I'm just going to be afraid of everything, and hopefully that covers my bases.
I mean, don't sleep on the slowing grenade as well.
Yeah, I hate the slowing grenade.
Yeah.
That really screws with my ability to, have a free move and dash 9-inch movement every turn, but yeah, whatever. So, back on the channel, after recently completely destroying the Night Lords, is my very own, my beloved Corsairs. I really love this team. I've loved them since they came out. They really are the perfect team for me in many ways. They've got a ton of movement, great melee. I feel like they really kind of lend themselves to a flexible, creative playstyle. My loadout is, pretty typical. I don't have a heavy gunner, and my gunner has the best gun in the game, being the Blaster, which is a full-range Melta, for those who don't know. For equipment, I'm kind of doing the same thing I always do. I've got a plasma grenade on my Shade Runner, the Invuln Save Aura on my leader, the Lodestar Helm on my Wayseeker, and then the Pathfinder Cloak on my Sniper. That's not the most useful thing in this specific matchup, because Brad doesn't have a lot of movement to get up to vantage points, but, extra safety never hurts.
I've been Shrek'd by these guys, and I've Shrek'd these guys.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've played them enough to kind of know what I'm going into for once.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a good chance of getting some cheesy kills with these plasma knives. Even, if you charge me and if you roll badly, maybe I could get some even cheesier cheese. But the one trick that you do have in that regard is the Kurnathi. When he fights, before basically anything happens, he can use one of his dice to parry one of my hits, and I only hit on 4s with the plasma knives, so there's a good chance that even if I get the roll, I could potentially need to get a kill. He can parry me out, and then that sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch out for him, hopefully not get engaged by him, and maybe put a plasma beamer in his face.
Yeah.
We'll see, that'd be nice. For today's game, we're playing on an open board. We've pulled the Battleground deployment, and the mission is secure. We roll off for attacker-defender, Vic wins, and he decides to be the attacker. So I pick the left side of the board, and we set up our barricades and operatives.
In the scouting phase, we both select a recon dash, and I'm going to take initiative for myself. Brad's going to spend a CP to turn this barricade into heavy, which I will certainly forget and misplay around at some point.
And then we get into it. In the start of Turning Point 1, Vic gets things going by playing Plunderers. Then I'll place my attack token, and I'm going to put my Grudge token here on Vic's Duelist. In target reveal, Vic puts Eliminate Guards on my Dozer, and then I reveal Seize Ground on my fake Heavy Barricade.
Well, I really just can't resist doing this, so with the first activation of the game, my Shade Runner, who has Fly, is going to move and dash, and then throw this Plasma Grenade at this bunch of dwarves. I know that they have 3-up saves, I know this has no AP, but I'm thinking maybe I can overwhelm some of those saves, maybe get lucky and get a kill, but probably injure a few anyway. Oh, I would love to remove
Plasma Beamer.
I would love to remove this guy. Okay. It's not a stream, so I'm not just gonna burn CP.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god.
Then we'll do the Magna Rail Rifle.
Oh, is this the Obscuring Denial one?
No.
Oh. Okay, crit in 2 hits.
So what's one normal do? 2?
3. It's 3/4.
3/4.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 3 damage then.
Okay. I'm beginning to feel like I've wasted both a CP, a grenade, and a Shade Runner on this Alpha
I
Strike.
have 3-up saves. The Jump Pack Warrior.
Okay. Okay.
Saved.
Oh my god.
And then the last guy is the Obscuring Denial Gun.
That'd be so nice to roll 4 6s here. Oh man. Alright.
You got CP to burn, buddy.
No, I don't.
Alright. So you dealt 3 damage with that.
Oh god. So, pretty disgusting there. After all of that, after 16 attack rolls, only 3 damage went through against one of the dwarves, and now I'm just sitting there waiting to die.
That's pretty nice. I'm going to get things going on the other side of the map. I'm going to tap this point with my Dozer and then just move up a bit.
My Kernite Hunter is going to move and dash up to this barricade and then do his bird spotting thing on the Dozer. I need a 5-up here to get it, but unfortunately it doesn't go off.
Okay, my Lugger's going to move and dash and then use his free mission action to secure this objective.
My Wayseeker will just move up and secure this point.
Alright, well, I'm going to go with my Rotary Gunner now. I want to see if he can get the kill on the Shade Runner before I decide what else I'm doing this turn. I get a decent roll, but Vic saves pretty well, and I just bring the Shade Runner down to 3 HP. And then I'm just going to stay where I am. I'll pass with my last action.
My Duelist is just going to move up, stay in hiding, and secure this point.
Okay, my Grenadier's going to move up, and then I guess I may as well toss the Slowdown Mine on the floor.
My Carnathy will just move up to buy the Duelist.
Alright, my Kinlink is going to move up, and then buff my Grenadier for next turn.
The Soul Weaver is just going to move along this piece of terrain and join the rest of the team over here.
My Leader's just going to move up a little bit.
And mine will do the same.
My Cognitar now, I'm going to move my attack token just to where the Shade Runner is, and then move a bit.
So my Sniper's pretty out of position here. I was kind of expecting this side of the board to look pretty different than it does. So I'm just going to have to waste some time here and try to relocate to the other side of the board.
I'm just going to actually pass with my Plasma Beamer.
And my gunner's going to climb up on top of this behind this satellite. I think I'm pretty safe here, even though I'm engaged. I don't think Brad will get line of sight anywhere.
All right, well, I'll wrap things up here. My jump pack warrior is going to charge and fight the Shade Runner. You only have 3 HP left, and I get the kill with my first attack. Then, as the last activation, my Magna Rail Rifle Gunner is going to move and tap this objective. So, at the end of Turning Point 1, I'm ahead by 1 point. I've scored 3 for primaries, Vic scored 2, and no secondaries have been scored at all. So how do you feel about this?
Not great. Well, obviously, I was hoping my Shade Runner would do more. I was kind of planning on rolling 16 straight 6s when I made that attack, so it's a bit disappointing that I didn't.
As you do.
Yeah. But obviously, that was part of the calculation that I was going to do nothing, so it's all right. I've lost 1 key guy, but I'm feeling pretty good about my defense right now. I don't think I'm very exposed to any, big strikes coming forward, so yeah. What are we going to say here that is different or even remotely interesting or funny or good?
Should we just show this? You thinking of what to say?
Yeah, sure.
1 HP gangsters and mountain goats!
Thank you.
Yeah. We always say the same thing every time, so
yeah.
It's hard to come up with new and interesting ways. This is a new and not really interesting way, but anyway, We have a Patreon. The patrons keep the channel running.
Absolutely.
So we really appreciate them.
We're in the midst of upgrading a lot of things right now. So thanks to the patrons, you're going to see kind of an uptick in quality in both our videos and streams, which we just had a great stream. And it was cool to see a lot of patrons hanging out. And we're going to do more of that. So on with the show. Well, in the top of Turning Point 2, Brad wins a pretty crucial initiative roll. I think we've both got a big play planned here.
Have we had any games on this channel where there hasn't been an extremely crucial initiative roll? I feel like we say that every time.
Has there been a game of Kill Team 21 where there hasn't been a crucial initiative
Probably
roll?
not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
In the strategic phase, Brad's going to play Proximate Firepower, puts a Grudge token on my Felarch, and moves his attack token to my big clump of dudes. I've just passed here because I got to save my CP for some stuff I have planned. In the target reveal, Brad's going to reveal Hold Them Back and Settle Grudges, and I'm going to leave Eliminate Guards on his Dozer.
Okay, well, I'm feeling pretty happy that I thought to buff the APL of my Grenadier last turn, so I'm going to move and dash up, and then I'm going to try and throw this big, huge grenade into 3 of your guys. Unfortunately, Vic plays Deadly Ambush and charges me with his Kurnathi. Honestly, pretty devastating. I feel like I just suicided my Grenadier and I wasted my first activation. But I still have 1 APL left over and I do have a Plasma Knife. So I'm going to try and fight you.
Oh god.
That's cracked.
That's just outrageous. Oh, come on, man. Okay. So I'm hitting on 3s. Lethal 5 and Relentless. Shit.
Oh my god, dude.
That is so disgusting.
So I'm down at 3 HP, but this Grenadier gets the kill. Yeah, I've used up all my APL, but I'm gonna spend a CP on Ancestors Are Watching to throw my grenade anyway. And I'm not even injured, dude.
Ugh.
This ploy means I'm not even injured. I'm hitting on 2s because I'm within range for Proximate Firepower. First here against the Soul Weaver. Vic's on his 5-up invuln, but I get to kill. And then second shot against his leader. The leader has a Grudge token here. Vic's using his invuln again, and I get the kill. So that's 1 point for my Settled Grudges tally, and oh baby, a triple, dude.
Honestly, I truly cannot believe that. I really thought that Deadly Ambush was going to protect me there.
Honestly, let this be a lesson to everybody. The best way to succeed a kill team is to misplay and then not get punished for it.
Yeah, that's true. One nice thing about losing 3 operatives in the beginning of the turning point is that we have a clearer view of this beautiful skirmish mat. If you want to get one for yourself, follow the link in the description, save some money, get a great mat, help the channel out, help yourself out, on with the show. All right, well, now my game plan has kind of changed here, obviously. My main goal is now Spite, so my duelist is going to move, dash, and then do a pistol barrage. My first shot is going to be with his fusion pistol on the dozer. It's AP2, so I get a pretty easy kill here, and then he's going to use his shuriken pistol against the lugger. I get a bad roll, and I'm extremely tilted, so I'm going to spend all 3 of my CP on rerolls. Brad saves a bunch of them and only takes 3 damage.
Well, my jump pack warrior is exposed here with an engage order, so I'm going to charge and fight your Wayseeker. And I take 4 damage, but I do get the kill.
My hunter is going to shoot the jump pack warrior. Only 3 damage goes through, bringing the jump pack warrior down to 1 HP.
This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Hitmang. Thanks, Hitmang.
And then I'm going to do my bird spotting action on the Magna Rail rifle gunner and miss it.
Okay, my lugger's going to go now. I will shoot the duelist. This guy has 2 grudge tokens on him, and I get the kill. And then I'll just move into cover.
Yeah, this really just keeps getting better for me. So my gunner is now going to move and shoot this jump pack warrior because that's the only target I have, amazingly. So even though he only has 1 HP, I've got to use my best gun on him, and I finally bring him down.
I'm just going to set up a future play. My Cognitar will go, and I'll just move my attack token onto that gunner.
My sniper is going to do his free dash, and then my take aim action and a shot at the grenadier. I get the kill, but of course there's like some other stupid little trick with this team, and so Brad's going to spend a CP on Worth It to hit that objective as if it still matters.
My rotary cannon gunner is going to dash out and then shoot your gunner. I get some rerolls for Ceaseless, and then a reroll for the attack token, and a crit here from my grudge token, and that's 8 damage through to get a perfect kill. Then I will climb up this building with my plasma beamer and shoot the bird guy and easily get the kill. And then just to wrap things up here, my Magna Rail rifle gunner is going to move and secure this central point, and then my Kinlink and leader are going to move up a bit, and that's the end of the turning point. So yeah, obviously that didn't go great for you, Vic. At the end of turning point 2, I'm going to score 1 point for hold them back, and I score 4 points from primaries. You only score 1, so that puts the score here at 8-4, but you have only 1 guy left.
I do. I only have the sniper left, so obviously I'm going to concede here. I'm essentially tabled. That went about as poorly as it possibly could have.
Yeah.
Both my plan was terrible, and I had some guys that were out of position. Some key attacks didn't go off. Brad rolled hot. Just everything went wrong there.
Yeah, I think honestly, this is a classic case of dice do be dice.
Yeah,
and,
they do.
You know, you were telling me you had a great play if you had 1 initiative in turning point 2 here.
Yeah, no, obviously, like, you know, if onlys and buts were candies and nuts, but if I had 1 initiative, I very convincingly could have killed 3 guys with my leader's chain activation. And so it's crazy that like the turning point 2 initiative roll was a 3 kill swing either way, potentially. But I mean, that's just, I should have planned to not win initiative and like not been so aggressive. Should have not been so aggressive with my Shade Runner, but when I saw that Brad had like a clump of guys that were kind of in range, it's like, yeah, I'm going to spend all my CP to do this.
Yeah, and like, can we just take a moment to recognize how much of an absolute MVP the Grenadier was?
Oh my god, yeah. You know, obviously I knew the Grenadier was there, and I was expecting Brad to make that move, but I thought like, well, I'll just use Deadly Ambush. Like, he probably won't do that because I have Deadly Ambush, and if he does do it, then I'll just do Deadly Ambush, and if for some ridiculous reason I can't kill this dwarf with my best melee operative, I'll certainly be able to tie him up. It wasn't even like an option in my mind that I would die in that fight.
Yeah.
And then obviously when that happened, like basically losing those 3 guys, it's like, all right, I just want to kill as many things as I can and end this suffering. But yeah, brutal.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was the game right there. That initiative roll into that first activation.
Yeah.
What an activation.
Totally. Yeah, like I was already playing from behind by making a kind of stupid and overly aggressive play with the first activation of the game. that was kind of a high risk, high reward thing that didn't really pay off. But I thought, like, even if I do nothing with him and he dies, like, I still think I'll be okay. I'll be able to, like, move up the board and start messing with Brad's stuff. Not the case. Extremely not the case. You know, if anyone's curious, my 2 unrevealed tac ops were Rob and Ransack. Never got a melee kill, so I couldn't use that. And then the Corsairs faction tac op of win more. And the problem with a winning more tac op is when you're losing, it's a lose more tac op.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. If you're not subscribed to our channel, it like helps us out a ton to get more subs. So just go hit that subscribe button and sharing our videos. People are gonna get into Kill Team with the new edition coming.
Totally.
So,
and you know, you want people to see this super high level tactical play so that they have an idea of how to handle themselves at the Kill Team table. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. We promise it'll go to longer than TP2.
bye, everybody. Peace.